Welcome, brothers and sisters, to our Advent Bridge, day 5. And today, in the reading of Prophet Isaiah, we find out that the poor ones will conquer the fortified city. When we think about the fortified city, which means well protected and guarded, but there is an element that doesn't make sense. The poor ones, how will they conquer the fortified city? Because of their trust in the Lord and not because of their trust in the military power. That's something that doesn't make sense because we believe in the military power, in the military strength, in the human capacity. Instead, the poor ones, the only strength that they have is trust in the Lord. Trusting. How is our trust? We can see by our anxieties, our worries, the way we go about our lives. When we have trust in the Lord, then all the obstacles, difficulties, and struggles that we go through, we live in a very different way. So the one who trusts in the Lord, meaning surrenders to the Lord, knows that He's present, that He is at work in our history. We're aware that God doesn't abandon us in our afflictions, then we live all those tribulations differently. God is in charge of the history of our lives. From that, the prophet says, comes peace, this divine shalom, the Messianic Shalom. We are waiting for the Messiah who will grant us this shalom. Our hearts will be guarded by the peace that comes from the Lord because we trust. How oftentimes we need to say, as Saint Faustina told us, trust in the Lord. I trust you, Jesus. You are the one who is the only certainty in this life. I trust you. But then, on the other hand, we are meant to have the fortified city. And we hear that the Lord raises the walls and ramparts to protect the city. Looks like a contradiction. How come if I trust in the Lord, I still would need the walls and the ramparts? It is because we are under constant attack of the evil one. The temptations, the thoughts, the ugly attacks of the evil one who tries to convince us to go other way, basically to get armed militarily, which means with our capacities, our strength. Let's push aside the Lord, the devil teaches. Trust in your own strength. God is not going to help you. We hear that we are meant to allow the Lord to raise those walls and ramparts around us. Saint Teresa of Avila teaches that we are like this fortified fortress that the evil one is constantly circling around, trying to find a breach, a wall that is cracked, a door that is open that he can sneak inside. The spiritual life, the prayer, the reading, the sacraments, all the aspects of our life of faith is meant to let the Lord build those walls around us, especially in those weaknesses where our greater vulnerability is, so that when the devil attacks, we have this wall of trust, but also of the divine wisdom, knowing how to say no to the evil one who would like to deceive us, who would like to discourage us, who would like to push us away from the relationship with the Lord. And therefore today, I would like, number one, to invite all of us to examine our trust and keep repeating in different situations that we are facing. Jesus, I trust in you. I abandon myself to you. I put my trust in you in this concrete problem I'm going through. On the other hand, let us examine how our life of faith looks like if we allow the Lord to build those walls and ramparts around us, or maybe we play a little foolishly being completely exposed to all the temptations and attacks, and we fall in the same sins over and over again, and we are surprised that we are defeated. Therefore, how is our life of faith? Do we know where we need to ask Jesus to raise those walls and ramparts to protect us? Brothers and sisters, let us pray and reflect on that, so that trusting in the Lord completely, we allow Him to raise the walls and ramparts around us. God bless you as we continue our Advent series.